Welcome to my channel. Blake inconsistent and timeline don't match the receipts Justin Baldoni presented part 1. Let's start. This May 24th date with Baldoni's timeline. First, on May 23rd, she sends a text praising Baldoni. Then she sends this text to a friend, May 24th. And then on June 2nd, she is inviting him to her trailer to run lines when she is pumping. And on June 9th, she is offering to get him matcha tea. So she claims that on May 26th, she goes to Angie, the Sony rep. Not Sony, not HR, not SAG rep, not Wayfarer, but get this. This is when she is sick again. You can clearly read the text Justin sent to her, which reads, May 26, 2023 at 9:07 p.m. I'm so sorry to hear you and sick. I know it's literally the last thing you needed right now on top of a tough week. I pray it comes and goes with mild symptoms and more than anything that he is okay. Lively's amended complaint says nothing was done. If you look at Baldoni's timeline, there was a meeting June 1st. Here is a text message she sends for the meeting. Notice she tried to again invite them to her trailer, but Heath suggests a holding room. Morning. If you guys want to have a 5-minute check-in before rehearsal, can pop out of makeup early and meet you in my trailer. Eager to get back to work on a solid track, the producer replied. There's a private holding room on set, or we can ride back to base with you. Also, her complaint says she tells a castmate that she finds it hard to speak to him and tries to cover it up with busyness, but she sure didn't have a hard time talking to him asking for dailies. This seems like she started to persuade other female cast members to perceive their experiences as harassment, according to citizen journalist on X. So here Lively's amended timeline jumps to October, where she says she is feeling anxious about returning to set. But let's fill in the blanks on what occurred June to October. Baldoni's timeline offers receipts of Lively texting Baldoni to have a great summer and that he is thoughtful. This text is from July 19th. Hey, I hope you and your family are well. I watched the selects you sent. So great. I was so happy and energized. Such solid work from everyone on and off camera. It was really cool to see. We were working so quickly. There was never the time to look back. So it was nice to revisit from an audience's perspective. And this doesn't sound like someone who is in anguish. In the one hand, she is acting like a victim with this female cast member, but acting cool towards Baldoni. Lively left the set under the guise of a writer's strike. They were still able to work, and leaves to London to be with Ryan on the set of Deadpool. Is it there where they hashed out their nice pool plot? Anyway, she texts him again that she is sick, and this is June 26, so she's been off set for a while. Hey, I hope it went so well this week. You happy with what you got? Such an important piece of the puzzle. Would you mind asking whoever sent before the pic again? I was locked out of my account and I never got to see. Would love to see that. Edit of the scene you have as well, and anything else you want to share. Also, we all have strep again. Thought you'd appreciate that and hope you're all well. And Justin replied by telling her, oh no, hope you guys are on the mend. Damn. Kids have been amazing. So proud. Last day today. I will email them now and get it reposted for you. She thanks Justin and she was happy to hear. Does this look like a text exchange with someone who you felt harassed by and anguished over returning to work? I guess not. Lively's timeline says that by November, when Lively asked for a 17-point list, this was not attached to any creative needs. She is being untruthful. Lively spent all summer and fall trying to gain creative control, asking for dailies and wanting Justin flown out to show her his assembly cut. Notably, she is denied this in October, the same month she is texting the castmate she doesn't want to return to work. But July 19th, 2023. Lively again reaches out to check in with Baldoni during the SAG strike to inquire about Baldoni's assembly cut and to request access to the dailies for a second time. Her first request was on June 13th, 2023. Baldoni, feeling it was too early to share, promises to send her cuts as soon as he is ready. Lively reluctantly paid nominal lip service to the notion that Baldoni, the film's director, was entitled to the time and space needed for his directorial cut, but continued to push. Justin is very much looking forward to sharing the rough cut with Blake in person. As mentioned, he has not, nor will be sending any links as he's still in his director's cut. He's 4 weeks in and breaking until we have concluded shooting. He is not available to fly there as of now. The plan has been once we got to Jersey prepping for our shoot, he would then take a segment of a day to have Blake join him in a screening room where he can walk her through the cut, as this has been the only way he's shown it to anyone. So much missing, and there are placeholders, and it requires his real-time input while viewing. So quite simply, the plan is once we arrive to Jersey, he will share. If we don't make it due to the strike, then once we deal with that, we can revisit and figure out a path to share. November and the 17 PT list. This whole section is full of inconsistencies. 1. Complete failure to address complaints by Ms. Lively and others. Oh, but we aren't just taking your word for it. Baldoni's timeline has receipts showing. May 26, 2023. Baldoni texts Lively to let her know he is committed to making things run smoother across the board. June 1st, 2023 text to Blake from Baldoni saying adjustments would be made, and possibly to another cast member. June 1st, 2023, meeting with Lively, Heath, and Baldoni, in which they offer their explanation and hear her out apologizing once more. The Baldoni timeline states the meeting underscored the escalating tensions, with Lively using the opportunity to air grievances over interactions that the team had believed were already resolved. The all-hands meeting, later we will see that the other 2 female cast members were not at the meeting. So if it's to address these grievances, why were they missing, and why did Lively send a text to Baldoni as if it was optional? 3 did not request, nor did she receive any creative rights, etc., and there is no evidence to support it. Eventually, she does. She isn't going to ask for that in writing if she is going to use it as leverage. And there is more than a shred of evidence to prove that she did take over the film, got editing rights, and a PGA mark. Lively's lawsuit now gets into filming and describes in great detail a January 14th incident in which she and another female cast member gave an exchange that she no longer has to hug people, and that because of Lively protections to return to work, she was safe. This has to be Isabella due to the way it's worded and how she is depicted as being vulnerable. I don't see it being Jenny. She was monitoring hugs, but here we have receipts of Ms. Lively on January 12th, hip thrusting on Baldoni, acting as intimacy coordinator. You can see clearly how she is hugging Justin. In her lawsuit, we see a big jump to July-August, and it's written again to manipulate you into thinking that Steve Sarowitz wanted to take them down before the crisis PR was hired. While it does say later in August, them putting it here before going into the July hiring makes it manipulative. It also conveniently leaves out that by August 6th, when Sarasowitz made that statement, Lively had put both Baldoni and the studio through hell and used triangulation to turn the cast against him and shut Wayfarer out of promo and premiere. Thanks to Citizen Journalist for these updates. Don't forget to like and subscribe, coming with part 2 soon.